Taurus family, I haven't forgotten you either this month. This is actually the second time I'm doing your reading. I did it 2 days ago and it just didn't work. And then yesterday we had that beautiful celestial event beginning, you know which one, of Venus going retrograde, and it was a dramatic day for me. I don't really like much drama, but you know, as a Leo sun, I guess there's sometimes a little drama in my life. Can you tell from my readings? No? I try to keep the drama good though. So let's see if you're going to get any drama this month, Taurus. And let's jump right into your reading. I'm going to do the Celtic Cross. You're going to get a past life vision. And I'm going to do 2 future timelines for you. Something new from last time, from last month. So you're going to get the worst timeline possible and the best timeline possible, because you know it's all about your choices in creating your future and creating your own timelines. Yeah, we know that, don't we? So let's go for it. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's get the first 2 cards for the general theme of the month for Taurus. We got it. Oh, you got cups. You got the cups. Look at that. 6 of cups reversed. 4 of cups upright. Wow. All right. Yes, Venus retrograde is showing up in this already. This is old love from long ago, or a karmic relationship, or something that you had before in way of a connection from a past life, from this life, long ago, that's showing up, but that's something that's not super beneficial, and it's up to you whether to buy into it or not. That's what I'm seeing here. This is the offer, and this is the difficult karma. Okay, this for me is always a karmic card. It's about love, it's cups, it's something given, and the upright one is, you know, an easy, good karma. This is like hard. This is a difficult one. So maybe it's already happening. Venus retrograde hit big time already yesterday. But you know, it's not about letting celestial events or anything outside of us control us. It's about using it to our benefit. So maybe it's time for you to finally say no to something detrimental, to finally finish up with something that has been within you, in your life, a theme, something to do with love, something to do with love in the heart, a connection, a person, a soul, right? So this is like you going, wow, why are you offering me this now? Why are you coming up? Why are you coming back? Why is this theme coming back again? And this is you kind of saying no and thinking what to do with it. So this is going to be an interesting month for you, I think. Very, very interesting. What are you going to do, Taurus? Are you going to say yes or no? Are you going to push it under or deal with it and clean the slate? I mean, you know, Venus retrograde is about everything we love and we value, you know. It's about material things, but also obviously about love and emotions. And Venus retrograde can be, you know, all the retrogrades are, it's not bad, but it's just like looking back, looking deep, dealing with things coming up, using these energies in a different way, right? And it can be a little dramatic, like with me yesterday. All the drama of the past year somehow, boom, came and blew up, and this card wants to come. Oh! Do the cards lie? They don't lie. Blew up. Oh. As I'm telling my own story, your story is coming up here as the next card position, underlying circumstances. Yeah, something dramatic in your life that is coming up again. Something dramatic. Something where you felt like, right? And we fixed signs, we don't like this. I'm a Leo, this fixed fire, you're fixed earth. I mean, we don't like this. We don't like being thrown off, thrown out, usurped from our throne. We don't like it. But there is something there that happened that's coming back, coming up. And I was conscious of it actually when the drama happened. I had forgotten about this Venus retrograde thing. Oh, you know. And then I was like, why is this happening? Why am I reacting so emotionally? Why is there so much drama in me? Why? And then I realized, okay, yeah, Venus retrograde. Yeah, it makes sense. And then I got a hold of it. I got it under control, and I started to work with it. I started to work with the themes. I started to go deep within myself and try to understand what was happening. So this is you. Look, this is you going, what's going on here? Okay, because this is a good symbol. This is a golden cup and love. So something that is worth a lot to us, something that we love and cherish and value, right? So, interesting. Okay, so let's continue. Recent past, one card. Recent past, another cups card. Wow, 10 of cups. You've done well, I think. You've created your place of harmony and love. You're good at that. You're very good at creating a safe, nurturing space for you and your family, at community. You're very good at that. And you've done a good job, but something's going to come up. Something is going to come up again. Don't let it throw you off. Don't let it throw you off too much. Be aware that it may come up so you can minimize it. Everything that happens with these energies, with future timelines, with astrological events, with planets influencing us, with anything influencing us, we can always use the energies. We can make it smaller, not so dramatic. We can overcome it faster. We can flow with it. We can use it to our benefit, right? And you can too. So do it this month. Okay, so the next one is going to be the message for the past life card, which I will draw after this. All right, six of wands reversed. All right, this is losing out on something. Losing out on something. And with that message, I'm going to see what it is. We need to know about that 6 of wands reversed. Let's go. Taurus. All right. Okay, you're getting trust and faith. So let's go and journey together. Just go, drop your consciousness. Down, down, down. Look at the 2 cards. Just see what comes up, okay? I'll meet you again on the other side. Wow. By the way, I always cut out the minute or 2 out of the video where I'm just sitting there with my eyes closed, all right? So that's why I come back fast after the vision. Interesting vision, Taurus. This was wow. You were a man in a lifetime long, but long ago. It was like, I think, before the birth of Christ. And I saw you walking along dejectedly because of this message. This is like, I have won. I have gotten this. I've gotten the trophy. And this is not having won, not having gotten the trophy. That's what I got this time for this message. And you were walking along dejectedly like this. And you were really sad in your heart. You had a heartbreak. And you had come from bidding for your woman. All right. Now, so this is a long time ago. And this was in a place and time where women didn't have any choice. The women were bidded off by their fathers to the suitor with the most money and the most camels. I think this was some sort of oriental setting. And when a young woman was to be married, then people who were interested and approved by the family could come and make their bids. You know, so many chests of gold, so many camels, so to say, camels, right, in those days. So much money worth. And you had gone and you had actually fallen in love with this young woman. You had seen her a few times, of course. And I think in those times what I got was that the suitors were able to, let me just see. There would be like showings of the woman. I know this is terrible, but this is what I saw, and it's the history of our world. This is just, I mean, Everything has happened in history, and this is what happened. There were showings of the woman, and I think the suitors were allowed a few times to come and have tea with the family and the woman, and you had so fallen in love with this woman. You bid for her, and you found out your bid didn't win because you didn't have the most money. Someone else bid more, and you were dejected because you didn't win your woman. That's what I got. But that was real in those days. That's how it was. That's what I saw very clearly. And she was a beautiful woman, like black, long hair, beautiful, sparkling eyes, like quite, you were quite well off, and she was quite well off. The family was quite well off. But then what happened? You were like heartbroken. But what I saw was you continued, and you were a man of faith, whatever the faith was in those days. You were a man of faith, and you were strong within yourself, and you knew that you would get what you deserved. You would get the best. And you wanted to be the winner. You were going to win in life no matter what. And you had faith that you deserved, and you were going to get the best. And so I saw you moving forward in that life. And I saw you seeing another woman of a little lower standing. Maybe the parents weren't so rich. And when you saw that woman, because you had such trust and faith in yourself, you saw through the illusion that the first woman was more glitz and glamour, that she wasn't the real one for you, and that this one was the real one for you. When you saw this girl, then you bid for her and you got her. You got the one that you were meant to be with. And I saw that very clearly, that the second one that you got, because you said, okay, that one didn't work, like you were heartbroken for a while, but you had such strength of character, such trust in yourself that, I'm going on the right path. And if something like this happens, it's because it's not right. So you got the right woman. You bid for the right woman, the right price, and you got her, and you guys were happy. Right? Strange as it sounds, but well, that's the vision. That's what I got. And the message here is that if you have been through some heartache and pain, right? If something from the past is coming back, where you think maybe you've lost out, maybe you lost a love, you lost a really beautiful connection, the one that you are going to have or you have now is the right one. Okay? Don't let yourself be deceived. Have trust and faith in your own path, in your own purpose, in your own ability to manifest the right thing for you. That's what it's saying. All right? I mean, look, you've got this. You're on the right path. You can create your own happiness, your own luck, your own love, your own family. And that's what I saw, the strength of character in this Taurus man in those days, that he wasn't thrown off so easily by that. It was okay. And he moved on, and he found his true love. He found his true worth. He found something that was worth the right amount, like in those days it was. Like, it's funny, like when I tuned into that, it was okay. Like, it was like the person that you saw and the amount you bid, like it all somehow worked, and it was in harmony in those days. And it's funny, tuning into that, of course it's like, okay, women were objects, which is terrible, but in those days, people lived that way in most parts of the world. And they had their own way of manifesting and doing things. Even the women had their own way of wielding power in their own position, in their own situation, and getting what they wanted. I saw that too. So that was kind of interesting. Maybe I should explore that a little more at some point. Wow. These visions are so cool because it gives me a glimpse of other times, on totally different value systems, totally different society systems. And I didn't feel sorry for the women when I was in that vision. The women were like, yeah, they were there, and they fit into that system in their own way, and they did things in their own way. Very interesting. I'm glad to be alive now, though, let me tell you. Okay, so near future. Near future, let's do 2 cards. Near future and challenges. Let's go here. Wow, you're getting so many cups cards. I want to show you what I got so far, Taurus. I want to show you. Look at this. Near future, 5 of cups. Dealing with some heartache and pain. We know that. Okay, the Tower, this is coming up. Yeah, the Venus retrograde. Okay, dealing with heartache and pain. Or maybe just looking back for a moment at the past. That's what it's about as well. Looking back, looking deeper at the things you have lost, and then to make your decision about it, to purge that maybe completely and totally, and then turn around again and look at what you have. Judgment, the difficulties. Okay, so let me just turn this. Oh, the sun has come out. That's why it's getting so bright. I can hardly see the cards. Does that help? Not much? Okay, it's the sunshine. It's a sunny day out there. Okay, judgment. So, as the difficulty here, as the difficulty for the situation, Taurus, you gotta take a little more time to make very good judgment, to move forward from this. The judgment card is about taking stock of what is, being really smart and intelligent about it, and moving to the next level, moving on from that. You see, these are rising. They're rising up to the next level of consciousness, to the next step in their lives. These people are rising from the dead to go to heaven, so to say, in this one, which is just moving to the next stage in their existence. So this is as a challenge, as maybe you don't see this clearly. Maybe you can get stuck in it. Maybe, you know, it's very emotional for you. So I would really, you know, when these things come up, when these things from the past come up, these people, these energies, you might be sucked into a little bit of a heartache and pain type situation. So just stay calm, stay cool, stay grounded. Look at it for a moment and then turn around again and move forward how you're meant to move forward, okay? So taking really good judgment of that situation is important in this case. All right, so let's continue with the next one. And then we're going to go into your future timelines. Let's make some space here. Here we go. All right. All right. Next one is environment. One more card. Oh, here we go. 8 of Swords. All right. Okay. I feel you're not going to be able to get clear information from what's going on around you. It's an inside, it's an internal journey. You're not going to be able to see clearly what's going on regarding love, regarding your family, regarding the old patterns or the old people coming up, the old karma. It's going to be a little confusing. It's going to look confusing because this is outside influences. So it's going to be an internal journey for you, completely internal. You've got to be strong and clear and know what you're doing, because you're not going to get help, okay? But that's all right. Now let's go to the interesting part. Haha, are you ready? Your timelines. I'm going to put out 2 cards for your worst timeline. So if you handle this badly, what could happen? And 2 cards for your best timeline. If you handle it well, what you can make happen there, okay? So let's do this. 2 cards for the worst timeline. And this has been really interesting for the other signs. So maybe check your moon and rising as well. Okay, here we go. 2 cards for the worst timeline. 2 cards. Here we go. Ah, interesting. Look at that. This doesn't look so bad, but let's interpret this. 9 of Cups. This is contentment. Contentment, okay? Now, this card sometimes has positive or negative connotations, and this is contentment, calmness, steadiness, but withholding, all right? That's what I got here, withholding. So, worst case scenario, I don't think it's going to be hugely dramatic for you at the end of the month. Worst case scenario, you can be okay, I'll be content, I'll settle down. But this is withholding your feelings and what you value, what you want, what you feel, withholding it within. So withholding your love, withholding your resources, withholding yourself. Withholding yourself. That means in the worst case scenario, you could just kind of be okay with everything, but not really open up. This person's not in the flow. This person is not resolving anything. This person is tightly holding on. So it could be that you don't resolve these things, that you hold on to the negative karma, to the grudge, to whatever it is, and you just stay where you are. You find some sort of contentment, but this is not really resolving this. This is not really saying no. This is not really doing anything. This is just staying static. So worst case scenario, you could just stay static. And you know, that is one of the Taurus, I would say, weak points. Being too set, too static, holding on too much, not letting things flow, not purging what you need to purge, just staying put. And these two are very much, look at them. Look at this, is like, I'm not budging. I'm here, everything's okay, I'm not budging. Right? And this is like, oh, I'm holding on, you're not getting any of this. So this is the energy of the worst timeline, which is not too bad, but this shows me that there is no real change. So in the worst case scenario, no change happening. You staying exactly the same. And if you want that, okay. But if you want some transformation, and we always want transformation, we want to grow, right? We want to move more and more into our light. We want to purge our shadow. We want to become enlightened. We want to flow. We want to become happy, right? More happy. We want to grow. Okay, so let's see. Best timeline. 2 cards for Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Give me 2 cards. Here we go. Okay, interesting, interesting. Look at that. This looks a little better already. The World reversed. Okay. Okay, Page of Swords. So these 2 are your best timeline. And the World reversed is an interesting one. I feel this is gaining total clarity. That you can't always have everything looking perfect, looking round, that there's gonna be some problems. There's gonna be, you know, you can't close your eyes to difficulties that you've faced. You can't completely negate, like this would be saying, oh, everything's so fine, I'm staying. And this is like, okay, everything is maybe not fine. It has not always been fine, but I can overcome that, and I can change. I can break through that pretense of a perfect world. That's what I'm getting this time. This is a perfect world, but because it's reversed, I feel it's like the pretense of a perfect world being broken through. You know, always show the good face. What do the Brits say? Keep a stiff face. Keep a stiff face. Keep a stiff upper lip, you know? So don't show weakness. Don't break down. Just keep static, right? So I'm feeling that you got to break through the pretense. You got to break through the surface of things and maybe say, okay, things aren't that great. Things haven't been that great. I'm looking at it. I'm seeing it. It's coming up. Fine, right? And we're going to move forward. We're going to acknowledge it, that everything's not perfect, and we're going to move forward, learn from it, and make it better. And that's this. You need the Page of Swords energy, Taurus. This is like that understanding, like, aha, I see, I get it. The Page of Swords has new insights, and he is capable of moving onward with a fresh new perspective and really changing. When the pages when a page comes up, any of the pages, it's like, okay, you got to make a fresh new start. You can open up and flow. The pages are very flowing. They're open. They're learning. They're moving. So look at the difference of the last card between this and this. Which one's better for you? That's the question. I think this, because we specifically said worst timeline, just staying right where you are, the old man hanging on to his gold, not giving it up. Or do you want to be that fresh, new, flowing, intelligent, open-minded, young person saying, yeah, okay, let's do this. Let's put this behind us. Let's talk about it. Let's flow. Let's break it loose. Let's move on. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be this, the Four of Pentacles, king with his gold, or do you want to be the Page of Swords, who maybe has to give up some of his gold, has to give up some of his security, stability, the stiff upper lip, has to break down and cry maybe, but then he's moving on. He's the one who's learning and continuing and growing. He's the one who's growing. He's not growing. He's staying where he is. So that is very interesting. Okay, so let's get an archetypal card for you, all right? Let's get an archetype and see. These are really awesome cards. These are archetypal cards, and I've been using them to clarify a little bit of this, how you can do this, what you have to do, the energy you have to engage. And as in every single reading, the writing is so small in here that I can't read it, so I'm getting my glasses over here. Okay, so you want to see me with my glasses on? Miss School Teacher Natasha? Okay. All right, so let's get an archetypal card for you. One card for Taurus, the best timeline. Give me a card. Here we go. Midas, miser. Oh, the miser. This is interesting. Light attributes. Entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold. Delight in sharing life's riches. What am I saying? Huh? This is really interesting. Shadow attributes, hoarding money and emotions. What am I talking about? Shadow, hoarding money and emotions. Obsessive fear of losing your wealth. That's the shadow. And that's the light, right? So if you go into the Midas or the miser shadow, you're going to get on your worst timeline. You're going to hoard your money and your emotions. That's exactly these two cards. Hoarding money, hoarding emotions. The cards don't lie, do they? They don't. So, turn anything into gold. He turns anything into gold with his magical sword, right? Beautiful. Delight in sharing life's riches. So he's the one who's flowing, who's moving. And this is exactly the Venus retrograde that we're talking about, right? We're talking about things that we value and love. So you got to have the positive, the light side of the miser, sharing, turning anything into gold, using what you have created to move forward, to flow, to share, and to create this, and to know and be sure and secure that it's right. And if you don't have that at the moment, like in my past life vision, have trust and faith that you can get it, that it's yours, because you of all signs are so capable of doing this. You really are. So, very interesting reading. Wow. Are you liking these two timelines? Let me know. Because this is also so you know that you always have the choice. Destiny is not put upon you like, oh, what's going to happen? It's like, what am I going to make happen? How am I going to create my life? What am I going to create this month? Am I going to create misery, or am I going to create a flow and overcome this karma that's coming back to bite me in the ass? Because it always does, doesn't it? Okay. Thank you so much, beautiful Taurus friends. Thank you for your patience and waiting for this reading. I shall be better next month, I promise. And if you want to work with me, I work with karma. I work in the Akashic Records. I do karmic clearing and reading. And I look at your soul, at your divine gifts and talents. It's amazing the work that I'm doing now. So take a look at my website if you're interested. I'd love to work with you. Thank you. Have a beautiful October month. All the best. All my love to you. Love you, Taurus friends. And bye for now.